Hello everyone, I'm Metis Balaska and welcome to the stream. So last time we finished off the P4 story and started on the P3 story. And things have ended, and the P3 story ended up running so long that I had to stop in the middle of a section. And hopefully that's not going to happen this week. But yeah, the main character for this story is Labras, and we are backed up obviously by the shadow operatives. So we're going to go and continue that. So let us get to it. What? Just the tracking stopped on my model, and I was wondering why. The mouth movements still seems delayed. I'll have to check that. When I look back up to the red sky after landing, I see the helicopter gaining in altitude while maintaining its balance. Thanks to Kikuno-san's desperate resolve and her piloting skills, we managed to safely reach Inaba. I checked my surroundings once more while praying for Kikuno-san's safety. This is the Inaba branch of Juness, that department store chain. We're at the food court on its rooftop. Normally, there would be plenty of people here, but given the current situation, it's obviously deserted.
Where did he go?
Kenkun readies his spear and tries to peer into the fog, making visibility such a problem. I look around and ready for battle as well. Whoever attacked us should be nearby.
Hey Kenkun, did you really see Ikutsuki here a moment ago?
Yes. I didn't see him clearly, but there's no way I could have mistaken him. That's impossible. I mean, Shuji Ikutsuki is...
That's right, Shuji Ikutsuki died 3 years ago. And we were just attacked by a persona. According to the record from that time, Ikutsuki had no persona.
At the very least, it looks like he's not nearby. We can't let our guard down yet, though.
That's right. I scanned the area and read no one else here besides the four of us. I say as much, and we lower our weapons in order to discuss our strategy.
I'm going to continue looking for him. If that really was Ikutsuki, there's no doubt that he's involved in this case.
That's true. Can you and Koro-chan go after that guy from earlier?
But that person seemed to be using a persona. Won't it be dangerous for you two going off on your own?
The two humans look surprised for a moment and trade glances. Did I say something odd?
Don't you worry about me and Koromaru. Even if we run into something we can't defeat, we'll find a way out of it.
Just one of them is good enough, really.
And honestly, it's faster for us to split up. I am a bit worried, but I'm gonna believe in you guys.
They have absolute faith in each other after having fought together for so long. It's not that they don't have concerns about one another, but they truly believe that they will accomplish their goals on their own. I wonder, will these people ever feel the same way about me? After all this time, I realize how the timeshare between Yukari-san and Kenkun separates me from my companions.
So I'll head to the station and get Junpei. It didn't seem like he'd figured out the situation yet.
Huh? Weren't you talking to him on the phone earlier?
I was, but that idiot's phone ran out of batteries or something while we were still talking. But even if I can't rely on him to keep his phone charged, he's still good in a fight, so I have to meet up with him.
I see. He seems like kind of a goofball.
He is.
Right? He's always been so useless. Huh? Did I say something funny?
Nah, not really. It just sounded like you were actually kind of fond of him.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I think you're right.
These people trust each other, and they're always thinking of one another. When one of them faces danger, the others always rush to help them. A term comes to mind: ideal companions. I wonder how Yukon and his friends are doing. I have the feeling that this group and Mitsuru-san's group are going through similar problems after all.
What about you, Labras? What'll you do?
Huh? I hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
Hikari-san and Ken-kun look to me. And it doesn't matter to them that I haven't known them for very long. I screwed that up. It doesn't matter to them that I haven't known them for very long. They see me as a companion and trust me.
Right. It's decided then. Labras, you head to that tower. Oh, also... Something felt off when I summoned my persona earlier. You might want to be careful.
You felt it too? It was like, well, it felt like the evoker wasn't working, didn't it?
Yeah, it might be that we can summon our personas without our evokers.
In any case, we should get moving. If what General Teddy said is true, we don't have much time to spare.
Got it. If anything happens, let's meet at the bottom of the tower. Be careful, both of you.
Hikari-san and I leave Ken-kun on the rooftop and head for the stairs. She and I split up not too long after, all of us firmly believing that we'll see each other safely once more.
Wait for us, Mitsuru-san.
I ran at my full speed and turned my head toward the looming tower. I will rescue her. I was this close to finishing.
Now's the time you've all been waiting for. It's obvious who the game's MVP will be. The man whose Grand Slam won it in the ninth, Junpei Iori. First off, I'd like to congratulate your team on winning the WBC.
Thank you very much.
What was going through your mind as you entered that batter's box for that last at-bat?
My only thought was how I would lead my team to victory.
So it's your great focus that led to this result. Still, that was an amazing home run.
All I can say is I got lucky with that hit.
That swing at the critical moment, I got so excited I almost forgot to give the play-by-play.
The ball went a lot farther than I thought it would. I'm very pleased with the result.
Wow, you're so modest. No wonder they call you the Ace Slugger, Junpei. By the way, is there anyone you'd like to dedicate this victory to?
Well, I'd like to dedicate that Grand Slam to my precious girl who's always supported me through thick and thin. I know that I can be a burden on you. I'm not the greatest, but will you marry me?
Sorry, sir, but this is the end of the line.
I was dreaming.
I mean, I kind of get it. Thanks so much for waking me right up right at the best part. I step off the train at an unfamiliar station in the countryside with a little resentment toward the station worker. Let's see here. Man, that's a tough name to make out. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Oh, it's written out beneath the kanji.
Oh, it's Yaso Ina, but wait, where's this? Huh. Let's see what the shuttle train schedule is.
I check the train schedule and feel myself slipping into despair. Seriously? There aren't any more trains leaving the station? That was the final train for the night?
I've really done it now.
The great feeling that I had only a moment ago withers away at once. What the hell, man? Why does this happen? Let's see. I worked a full shift at my job today, and the kid has had a game after that.
If you get a hit, you'll be a hero. Are you gonna try for a home run?
It's the afternoon before the long holiday weekend. Normally, I'd be busy with my part-time job and top-secret missions, but on days off, I transform into an excellent coach for a boys' baseball team. This is our first game in a while, so I want to make sure these kids win somehow. The game's coming to an end, so we're one run away from tying up the score. I'm talking to Goro, our cleanup pitter, who's getting too much of a swelled head over his position to actually focus on the game. Even if he could get it in a clean hit, he'll never be able to do it like this.
Of course I am. You made me the cleanup hitter after all. I'm making this a home run, no matter what.
Watch your mouth, kid, or you'll scare the ball away. Now, listen up. Don't try to act cool. Just play like you normally would. The team's counting on you.
This is funny if you know anything about Junpei. Oh, hold on. I completely forgot about the transparency. Goro stops boasting and turns towards the bench. The other kids are cheering Goro at the top of their lungs.
Keep your eye on the ball. You can hit it. The pitcher's totally freaked out.
See, a hero doesn't just hit homers all the time. Even if you mess up, there's guys behind you waiting to help. Now loosen up and do your best.
Gotcha.
Goro's face loses the gruff facade he had been wearing, and he begins to focus. There we go. That's how it should be.
Thanks, Junpei.
Hey, you're supposed to call me coach, you screwball. Make sure you stay loose.
I finish off by giving a bit of a hard smack on Goro's butt with my bat before sending him off to the batter's box. Goro keeps his eye on the ball and lands a direct hit, sending the ball flying out past the outfielders. All right, we're tied. Goro is standing on the second base with the huge grin, waving at us. But we ended up losing in the end, and all the kids cried. I cried too, of course. Oh well, it happens. At least the kids have grown closer as a team, so that's good enough for me.
That was so close, guys. You almost won. All right, let's start practicing again tomorrow.
That's a good attitude to have.
Now, I want you all to remember this at least. If you all work together, you'll never be beat. Okay, we're done for today.
After the game, I said some final words as their coach. If you all work together, you'll never be beat. And that was that. Man, even I think that's an awesome speech. Yeah, thinking back on it now, I'm honestly proud I came up with it. I bet the kids are still carrying that moment around in their heads.
Yeah, I'm such an awesome coach. It's really worthwhile volunteering for a kids team even after working the night.
Because I'm still just underage, I'm not an official member of Mitsuru Senpai's Shadow Operatives, but I've been playing a very active part in some of their investigations. I get sent out from time to time to check on scenes where low-level shadow readings have been detected. Yeah, the missions are pretty plain, but I'm satisfied with them in my own way. Then again, when I do get sent out, most of the time it's nothing at all. But just like I told the kids, it's about putting out a consistent effort every day. That goes for anything. It's not like I get these missions every day, so in the meantime, I spend a lot of time at my part-time jobs. Even though it's kids' baseball, renting fields and paying for my rides to any games get rides to away games get surprisingly expensive. I gave up on that dream, but I love teaching baseball to kids. It's really fun.
Man, it's like I'm finally starting to enjoy my youth after all this time. Crap, I'm starting to feel sleepy.
And that leads to where I am right now. Not only did I completely miss my stop, but I can't even get back home. I'm in a tight squeeze here.
Did I just fall asleep like that? I can't believe I slept through so many stops either. Seriously.
Mouse. I decide to leave the station for the time being. There's some basic vending machines outside and nothing else. That's actually kind of impressive. Crap, this is really bad. If something doesn't happen soon, it looks like I'm gonna end up sleeping outside.
What the heck am I gonna do now? I guess I better call somebody and hope.
I pull out my phone to call up anyone I can think of so I can get a ride out of here. But surprise, it's not on. I pray that the battery didn't die while I was on the train and hold the power button. It turns on. No, the battery's in the red. I might not be able to make a single call at this point, and my email's still up. Things never turn out well when they're this bad, but suddenly my ringtone echoes out in this empty place.
Oh. Hello?
Finally! Hey, Junpei, what were you doing? I've been calling you this whole time.
It's Yucatan. How long has she been trying to call me? Maybe she got dumped by her boyfriend and he needs a shoulder to cry on or something. Wait, does she even have a boyfriend? She sounds really pissed off for some reason, but meh. She's almost always like this after all. The most important thing right now is charging this phone.
Hey, Yucatan, can we not talk about that now? My battery's about to die. Hey, what's that noise in the background? It's super loud.
Your phone's about to die? What's wrong with you? Mitsuru-senpai, Akihiko, Fuka, and Igus have gone missing. We're in a helicopter to find them.
They're missing? A helicopter?
We've looked in tons of places for them, but we can't find them. Anyway, where are you right now, Junpei?
Hold on a second, this doesn't make any sense at all. Mitsuru-senpai and the others went missing, and now Yukatan's in a helicopter trying to find them? This is too much information all at once. I turn around and check the name of the station again.
Somewhere called Yasoina something? I fell asleep on the train and missed my stop, and now I'm stuck out in the boonies.
Ironically, dumb luck has led you to where you need to be.
You're at Yaso-Inaba Station? Why?
Huh? Why is she so surprised? I don't even know why I'm here. Okay, fine. It's because I slept through my stop.
Crap, Yucatan, the battery's going.
Fine, just wait there. We'll come get you. I'm with Kenkun and Koro-chan, and we've got Labrys here too. She's Igus' sister.
Huh? What was that? Lahu? Well, whatever. I'll just find a convenience store and...
The phone died, and I considered what I should do now, but then again, I'm worried about Mitsuru-senpai too. I'll just have to buy a cheap charger at a gas station or something and call Yucatan back. This may be out in the boonies, but there's got to be some convenience store around here. I start walking along the road in search of an open store. After walking for some time, I finally see a familiar light and sign out in the distance.
Nice, just what I wanted. I'm starving too, so maybe I should get myself something to eat.
Lighted sign, not lightened. Finally, with some relief over finding a store, my step grows lighter. That's when the light it's ahead suddenly go out.
Don't tell me they're closed. What kind of convenience store isn't open 24/7 these days?
No, that's not right. It's not just the convenience store. All the street lights and lights in the houses all have gone out as well. And somehow the people I saw inside the store all have vanished too. Even more strange, it didn't get pitch black out. Everything's illuminated in a hazy red light. Is this fog?
What the hell?
There's something familiar about the side of this town suddenly falling silent. It's not quite right to call it nostalgic, but it's just like that crazy thing that should have stopped 3 years ago. The dark hour. Talk about deja vu. The first time I experienced the dark hour back then, I was in a convenience store. Akihiko-senpai rescued me at the time.
Oh, there you are, Junpei.
A voice from behind me makes me turn around, and I see a girl dressed all in pink. Is that Yukaton? And what's gotten into her? She's dressed rather odd, but there's no mistaking her voice. Yukaton stops a short distance away from me and glares, and looks pissed. Is it because I left the station after she told me to wait there? Even then, she seems way too angry.
Hey, Yukaton! I'm making an effort at least, so... But hey, Mitsuru-senpai's gone missing? What's going on?
Damn, she's really pissed. Steady, Junpei. Okay, you're pitching into a real hard case. You need to throw outside the strike zone just to test the waters. Throw them off their game and see how they react, right? Yeah, I'm a genius.
So, you look great, huh? Is that your feather pink outfit? Are you doing an autograph tour out here? Come meet the Feathermen.
I tried throwing my best curveball, ball, but she still looked just as mad. Oh, crap.
You never shut up, do you? You're nothing but a minor character. A moot, a minion, a loser. Just die and let the world have your body back?
Hey, what? Aren't you being crueler than usual?
Ugh, it's time for your punishment. Bring on the ring!
Yukaton suddenly raises one hand as she delivers that cheesy line. With that, 4 red pillars fall from the sky and stab into the ground and around us, forming a fighting ring. I don't know what's going on, but this suddenly feels really dangerous. I place my bag on the ground, then pull out my favorite bat and take a cautious stance.
You're a quick learner for an idiot. No wonder you're a member of the Shadow Operatives.
I look around in search of the source of that voice and see a television dangling from a telephone phone pole with a, what is that? A round body, a doofy hat, a cape and a cane. Is this some local station cartoon mascot that I don't know about? He's saying something about a General Teddy. What, that's his name? And why would a TV be hanging from a pole like that?
Who the hell are you? I don't know what's going on, so you better explain yourself. If this is some prank show, it's not funny. You really are a yappy idiot. Now let's begin Operation World Destruction. I mean, the one-on-one P1 climax.
Almost let it slip.
P1 climax? I'm not in the mood to drag this out, so I'll just give a short rundown. The rules are simple. Win and you get to move on. Lose and you're stuck here.
I love how he's credited as strange costumed character, by the way.
Huh? You mean I have to right, Yucatan?
Oh, you really are a pain in the ass. If you're not gonna do this, then hurry up and die. Here we go! Persona!
A gust of wind blows, and I recognize Yucatan's persona before me. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not only are we fighting, but we're doing it with our personas? This doesn't make any sense, and I don't even have my evoker with me. But when I look back at Yucatan, she's already got her bow drawn and pointed at me. Man, she's completely ready for this.
Whoa, hold on, Featherpink. We can talk this out. I mean, you shouldn't be pointing that at people. Ah!
My desperate plea is in vain, and Yucatan shoots an arrow at me with no hesitation. I managed to dodge away just in time. Nice aim. I mean, wait.
Stop moving around, Junpei. Just give up now and let me kill you.
What the hell did I do to deserve this? Looks like I'm just going to have to run. While avoiding the arrows raining down on me, I start a mad dash towards the train station.
Ow! What the heck?
How do you not see the grid? It is literally showing.
That's what I said! Only the victor can leave the area. Now hurry up and get this fight started!
I reach out to where I hit something, and sure enough, there was an invisible wall there. I guess I can't go beyond these red pillars, but it's not invisible. You can see the perimeter of the area right there. Does this mean that I'm seriously in trouble here?
I hope you're prepared. Face me, evildoer. You're no match for Featherpink. Strike out, batter.
Strike out batter? What the hell does that mean? Did I get promoted from a generic bad guy to a villain out of the blue? Well, I guess I'll just have to fight him a bit and pray that it's enough to knock Yucatan back to her senses.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. How dare you, Featherman? I, Lord Junpei, will strike you down!
Like he just starts playing the part.
Final. Fight.
Over here!
Also, I love that his I love that his name is the Mighty Strikeout Slugger.
Keep winning! Who are you calling a mook? Wait, Yucatan!
The red pillar's shadow and Yucatan suddenly starts melting away like a black piece of candy. Just then, what looks like golden grains of sand fly up into the air and float across the sky. That costume guy on the monitor disappeared. Does that mean the invisible walls I ran into are gone now? Too, maybe?
What was that just now? Wasn't a dream, right? I slept a ton on the train after all.
I pinch myself and look around. Ow, the lights are still... the lights are still out in the city and there's no one around. Could this really be the dark hour? The way that Yucatan disappears seems familiar too.
Is that a shadow?
Then was that a fake Yucatan? The convenience store's lights went out right at around midnight, I think. Past midnight. It reminds me of the dark hour. That was our battlefield 3 years ago.
Did the dark hour come back?
At the stroke of midnight, the world seemingly stops in time, and the world becomes a place where only persona-using people like us can move around. During that time, people disappear and shadows show up instead. Normal people don't even notice that this time exists. As at the very least, the situation looks a lot like the Dark Hour.
But wait a sec. How'd I use my persona without an evoker?
Those with potential like us are able to summon persona users by resolving ourselves to death. But it's in order to acquire the trigger for such a resolve, we usually use these things called evokers that are shaped like guns. But during that fight, I was able to summon my persona, Trismegistus, just by thinking about it in my head. This feels like it's more dangerous than the Dark Hour. If that's the case, then could this disappearance of Mitsuru Senpai and the rest be related to this phenomenon?
Is that General Teddy guy behind this? We'd better step barefully.
Don't you start now, Junpei. That costume dude told me to keep winning, but I don't know anything about this town. Well, just standing around here isn't going to do me any good, so I guess I should head back to the station for now. That's where the real Yucatan told me to wait.
Let's see here. Which way was it?
I start walking back the way I came, but something's obviously wrong. I mean, I don't think it took me this long to get from the station to the store, and it might be because of the fog. But the street poles and streets look distorted. A maze that changes every time you look at it. That in itself reminds me of the past. Was that a girl who needs help? Somebody might be getting attacked by something similar to that monstrous Yucatan. I mean, that monster that looked like Yucatan. If that really was a shadow, then there's no way I can ignore this. I'm the shadow operative's lethal weapon, after all. You know, the one they only bring out for the easy missions because you're still in school. I look toward where I heard the sound coming from, and see a giant shopping center, like one you'd find in the suburbs. The sign says Jeunesse.
Oh, hey, I know that store. Every day's great.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that place from a moment ago, but I'm positive that I heard that girl's scream come from there. She needs me to rescue her.
Hang on, I'm coming. Shadow Operative Junpei Iori is on the scene.
Aren't the Shadow Operative supposed to be a secret force? I force open the stuck automatic door with my hands and almost trip up over a number of things while I run into the building. Really? That's where you end it?
There appears to be quite a commotion.
Sister, I've been wondering since yesterday, but
What is going on in the outside world?
Everyone meet Theodore. Okay, so to explain this, Elizabeth was the elevator attendant in Persona 3, but when Persona 4 Arena no, not Persona 4 Arena, but when Persona 3 Portable came out, it gave the option of a female protagonist, and one of the things you could do as a female protagonist is choose whether the elevator attendant was male or female. And if you select male, you got Theodore here as an attendant.
I believe you could say that those kids' ordeal is still continuing.
An ordeal, you say?
Yes. In other words, mankind's potential is being tested.
Potential? Sister, where might Elizabeth be right now? Abandoning the duties given to us by our master and going out into the outside world is normally forbidden to us. Why did Elizabeth go through all that just to head out into the outside world? I'm sorry. It was presumptuous of me to ask.
I suddenly feel thirsty. Do you feel like drinking a cola?
A cola, you say?
My, don't tell me that you don't know what that is.
Of course I do. Elizabeth told me about it. An ebon monster compressed into a metal cylinder, waiting for the moment its prison is released to spring into the eyes of the unwary spewing foam.
Quite. Well then, I task you with the acquisition of about 100 of these colas.
You want me to do this? But cola only exists in the outside world.
I merely ask for the cola. How and where you perform your task is at your discretion, even if it takes you into the outside world.
Sister.
Yes, what is it?
While I'm out, may I go see what's going on outside?
That would be none of my business. All I asked you to do is go on an errand for me. Shouldn't you hurry? Our master will be returning soon.
Yes, I'll go at once.
So how are you supposed to get 100 colas?
I guess it can't be helped that he's drawn to the outside world right now. This current aberrance in the outside world is centered on that red-haired guest. And Persona users have gathered to it, as if caught up in that fate. Even my heart races just thinking about it. It's troublesome having siblings so brimming with curiosity.
Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why the Velvet Room looks different here, the Velvet Room takes on different forms depending on the guest within it, and it's normally something that reflects it's like the journey through life. In Persona 3, it's an elevator. In Persona 4, it's a car. In Persona 5, it was a prison because your life was grounded to a halt. Just notice the mouse again. Wow, we branch off a lot. This might actually be longer than the P4 episode just because of this, but I can't say absolutely for certain. So let us start. Let us start from the left.
Another dead end.
I sighed for the umpteenth time that day, and Kuromaru and I traded glances. While searching for that mysterious figure that appeared to look so much like a Kutsuki, we ended up on the Sonagawa floodplain that flows through Inaba. We went down the stairway in Junes without incident, but from there the town was shrouded in a red mist. Every path twisted like a maze, turning us away from the direction we wanted to go. Having gone for so long without finding any meaningful information, I was starting to worry a little. In any case, this entire situation, a town filled with red fog and at the stroke of midnight, turning into another world, the appearance of another tower that looks just like Tartarus.
Careful, Koromaru. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if we ran into shadows.
Koromaru seems to nod. Still, this really is like the Dark Hour. It never truly ended. While I'd been living my life in peace, like a child, the world was still in danger, and I was left out in the cold.
Why didn't anyone tell me anything? I'm definitely strong enough to fight beside everyone else. Being removed from the unit just because of my age isn't fair. Right? Who's there?
I shout out at the fog, and a dark shape nonchalantly walks out of the mist towards us. Kuromaru begins to growl.
And you're irritated about it. Is that me?
The shape turns out to be two figures, me and Kuromaru. It's like looking into a mirror.
What's the meaning of this? Even if you try to deceive us with those appearances, it's no use.
I feel a wave of malevolence from the spirit that took my form. I ready my spear and take a fighting stance. And I'm not deceived. This is definitely an enemy.
Being a child only on the surface, peaceful only on the surface, friends only on the surface. Aren't such things only nuisances? Shut up! I know how you feel because I'm you. Or, to be more precise, I'm a perfect copy based on everything there is to you. That's why I can tell what you're thinking, what dissatisfies you, and how much you desire to fight. So what? What does what I'm thinking have anything to do with you?
I can't help but raise my voice at what the other me says. As if he can see straight into my heart and say exactly what hurts me the most. I can feel my hands trembling in agitation. I have to calm down. That thing isn't me.
It does involve me. I mean, you want to fight, don't you? Then we have the same objective. What? Persona. Crap!
Kuromaru's sharp barking brings me to my senses. The enemy appears to have summoned a persona, one exactly like mine, Kalanemi. It attacks, striking directly at me. It's too close. I can't dodge. What am I doing? I need to focus. I desperately tried to sort out what just happened. Somebody tall just jumped in front of me. Did he protect me? The person who was struck dead on by the persona's attack falls heavily on his knees. I'm instantly reminded of another time when someone else died protecting me. I've made the same mistake again.
Damn it! Hey kid, what are you walking your dog around here for? It's such a goddamn adorable dog, too. Huh? That wasn't what I meant to say. Hurry up and find somewhere safe. Things are dangerous here right now.
You're...
I stared dumbfounded at the man who shielded me. This must be Kanji Tatsumi, one of the Inaba persona users described in the files I went over during the helicopter flight. He still seems okay. That's a relief. Actually, he appears to have a lot of energy to spare. He must really be tough.
Kanji-kun, here comes another! Sukuna Hikuna, go!
The sound of a heavy collision echoes across the floodplain. The fake Koromaru tried to attack Kanji-san, but it was hit by the persona of another person, who came running towards us through the fog. That's Naoto Shirogane, another persona user in Inaba.
Kanji-kun, you were being reckless again. Are you alright?
Naoto, grab the kid and get out of here. I'll take care of this.
Bravery and recklessness are not the same thing. We'll do something about this.
Naoto-san turns to face me. Does this person know about me?
You're Kanemata, a member of the Shadow Operatives Emergency Special Suppression Unit, correct? And you're Koromaru-san. Please lend us your help. We want to return this town to its normal state.
Huh? Shadow operatives? Are you a persona user too? Wait. Does that mean the dog's got a persona too?
Looks like we have some more shitty guests. Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and make a decision. Which of you is fighting me? Oh, you don't have to fight, but your captured companions are having their powers drained, and things may become irreversible if you don't hurry.
What? What are you doing to them?
Who knows? Why don't you find out for yourselves? In any case, bring on the ring.
When the other me raises his spear into the air, 4 pillars fall from the sky and surround us, glowing faintly.
A barrier! Indeed. It must mean that unless we fight and win, we won't be able to proceed any further.
Thank you for sidestepping the whole walking into a quote-unquote invisible wall bit.
Oh good, you understand. That makes things easier. This will be a one-on-one battle. Can we start fighting already? I can't wait any longer.
Cut the bullshit, you fake! You just said it was one-on-one, so what's with the dog?
What, this? The mud hardly counts. He's just a weapon after all.
Kanji-san and Naoto-san are standing between me and this double, as if to protect me. I step forward past them. I'm being too naive. Not only did I let this thing's words deceive me, but I let myself make the same mistake I had before. Even worse, it called Koromaru nothing but more than a weapon. It's been a while since I last felt this emotion. I can't let this go unpunished.
Been too conceited. I didn't understand anything at all.
Ken-kun?
Naoto, don't butt into this. Comes a time when a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Ken, huh? I got your back, so settle this for yourself!
Kanji-san takes a seat on the ground. Naoto-san sees this, then holsters her gun and nods to me. They're so awkward, but I'm thankful for their kindness right now.
I will win this. Let's go, Koromaru!
As I raise my spear, the image of someone standing protectively in front of me resonates within, from back then and again just now. The shadow that looks like me stands before me. If I defeat it, I wonder if I'll be able to change. The pretentious tenderfoot duo. Ow. Hi Thomas Valentine, welcome to the stream. How was your day? Ow. Cool. Ow, ow, ow.
You did it! We won!
As you can see, I've never played Ken. Just as the document said, the two of them were summoning their personas without having to use evokers. Because of that, I thought that perhaps I would be able to do so as well, and I was right. But being able to summon personas like this should be possible in that TV world. It should only be possible in that TV world. Has something changed to make this place the same as that other world? While I was thinking about that, I watched the thing that had taken my shape melt into a puddle, like a burning candle. Koromaru sniffs suspiciously at the puddle of black goo and barks once.
Is this a shadow?
Huh? I thought somebody's shadow was supposed to turn into a persona when you beat it.
Kanji-kun, didn't you notice? That wasn't a shadow that came out of Ken-kun. It must have been a fake created to bear his likeness. The most obvious evidence of that is how both fighters were able to summon personas in battle.
Defeating your own shadow makes them into your persona? I see. So that's how you acquired the power of personas.
Huh? That's not how it went for you guys?
Nope.
Yes, we do things a little differently. In any case, thank you.
It's fine. Ow.
Kanji-kun, are you all right?
I'm sorry. It's my fault that you got hurt.
Hey, it's nothing. But, to make up for it...
Yes, what is it?
You think maybe I could, like, pat you on the back or something?
What?
I suddenly remembered something. According to the material I read in the helicopter, the participants in the P1 Grand Prix were all given nicknames that were embarrassing, but had a kernel of truth. And if I recall correctly, Kanji-san's was Beefcake Emperor. What exactly does that mean? It means here we go with another homophobic joke.
God, he's an albino Shiba! This is totes adorbs! Shiba!
Did you just say totes adorbs?
Oh, you meant Koromaru.
Huh? Who else? Who's a good dog? Who got himself a persona? Is it you? Is it you?
We don't have time for this, Kanji-kun. Perhaps later.
Right. Sorry about that, Koro-chan.
Kanji-san gently lets Koromaru go and pulls himself together before turning to me.
There's something I'd like to ask you, Ken-kun. Did you see the Midnight Channel broadcast that came on earlier?
The one where Mitsuru-san and her friends were crucified, right? Was that for real?
I saw it while we were in the helicopter. We were searching for them after they went missing.
I see. Then it's quite possible that what was shown on the Midnight Channel was true.
I have no conclusive evidence that the video was real, but we ought to consider that it was. If that fake me wasn't lying, then they're in danger. We have to hurry and rescue them.
Indeed. Please allow me to get a better grasp of the situation first. Are there any other members of the Shadow Operatives here?
There are 3 of us, including me. Oh, and if we manage to meet up with another one who might be here, that would make 4. I came with Yukari-san and Labra-san. It seems that Junpei-san got here on his own as well. We split up at Junes, and we're now on the move separately. Labra-san headed to the tower, and Yukari-san went to find Junpei-san.
It still kills me that that Junpei just happened to land where he needed to be.
Koromaru and I are, we're pursuing someone in particular.
Someone in particular? Is this person related to the case?
I don't know yet, but I'm positive that he attacked our helicopter.
I see. All right then. Is there anything you know about what's happening in this town and that tower that suddenly appeared?
Yacha-san's points to the tower looming out in the fog. The tower is dimly illuminated and by the red light of the moon, and there is an eerie silence. It's just like back then.
Reminiscent of the dark hour that you have experience with.
That's...
The dark hour. Hearing those words come out of Naota-san's mouth baffles me. What's happening here in Inaba is quite similar to the Dark Hour. The appearance of that tower, the shadows, no matter how you think about it, there's no denying the similarities with the case from 3 years ago. I speak from experience. I can't fake ignorance, but how much am I allowed to tell them about what happened 3 years ago? Seeing me hesitate, Naoto-san looked serious for a moment before quietly speaking up.
I do know something, but it's difficult to explain. Is that accurate?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I can understand well why you're keeping your lips tight, but
This abnormality may be a continuation of the case we had been involved in. If that's so, then I feel guilty about dragging these innocent people into it. Is this how Mitsuru-san always feels? As I'm lost in thought, Kanji-san slaps me on the back.
Hey, stop playing hard to get and just spill the beans already. You know you can count on us.
Kanji-kun's right. Mitsuru-san and the others are close to us too. They must be saved as quickly as possible. Don't we have the same objective here? And there's no reason that we shouldn't be cooperating with each other.
Close to you.
Since they called the people I care for close to them as well, and seem to be seriously worried about them, I don't feel the need to hide anything from them anymore. These people saved me without regard for their own safety, after all.
I see. So that's what happened. But even the document I read reported that Shuji Akutsuki had died. What is going on here?
We exchange what information we each have. Our struggle from 3 years ago. Ordinary people would never understand my story, but Naoto-san and Kanji-san listen to me with serious expressions. And likewise, I hear about their struggle last year. Naoto-san tells me about their own experience. Tells me that their own experience is something that most people would have trouble comprehending as well. We come to understand that we've gained what we've gained through our struggles is the same. The feeling that me, Yukari-san, and Labra-san, and even Koromaru had while descending into Inaba, and Kanji-san and Naoto-san's feelings about fighting now are the same. We're all fighting to protect something precious to us.
All right. If that's the case, then it'd be fastest if we just charge straight into that tower. Oh!
Hold on. We should head to Junes for now. It's possible that the others have gathered there. And your injuries are considerable, Kanji-kun. I'll accompany you.
Huh? Don't I have any say in?
Just pop him medicine, he'll be fine.
Kanji-kun.
Fine.
What will you do, Ken-kun? Coming to Junes with us is one idea.
Kanji's hurt pretty badly. This is my fault for letting my guard down. Still, would it be right to leave them and continue to the tower alone, just because I'm worried about the others? I haven't found Akutsuki either. What's the right answer here? What can I do in this situation?
Hey, what's the holdup? This should be a no-brainer for you.
Huh?
Your buddies are in danger, so you want to go save them, right? And stop wasting your time thinking about it and go.
Kanji-san.
There's no need to be concerned about us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone resembling Akutsuki on our way to Junes. There's no time. You need to hurry. Once we've met up with our friends, we'll find you again.
Thank you. Koromaru and I will head to that tower.
Ha! That's all you had to say from the start. Careful, though. Another fake might try to jump you like the one here did.
Yes, I know. I won't let my guard down anymore.
I look Kanji straight in the eye. He's a tall guy, but I only have to look up a little to do so. 3 years ago, when I was still in elementary school, I looked up at my taller senpai and strove to become like them. Since then, I suppose I've become impatient without realizing it. I lost sight of what was around me. I felt as if I was the only one being left behind.
Now get going!
Kanji-san tussles my hair and puts his hand on my shoulder.
Please be careful, you two.
With a slight feeling of embarrassment and yet nostalgia, I run along with Koromaru. There are other Persona users besides my senpai from GeckoCon, and they're a little closer to my age too. A new feeling, a new meeting, and new companions. And I'm sure it's not just my imagination, but my heart feels a little lighter now. As I turn the corner, the view before me opens up. I see a slope leading to the tower up on the hill.